You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey Days fans, it is Belynda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your weekly prediction edition. As always, these are based on current storylines, upcoming spoilers, recent scenes, promos, all that good stuff. I have a prediction about Constantine, about Nicole and Sloan, and then my last prediction is about Chad and Everett. I'm excited about that one. All right, if you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates and spoilers. Let's dig in. So Constantine Milionis is going to find out that his plan misfired and it's going to cause more problems. So Xander and Sarah were both ready to play dirty in court. Xander subpoenaed Eric to come in and talk about how Sarah lied to him about the paternity of their baby. And then Sarah turned around and subpoenaed Eric's brother Brady so that he could come into court and talk about how Xander, stole his baby and gave it to Sarah and lied to her. So they were kind of at each other's throats, and that was a good place for Constantine because then they were distracted and people were paying less attention to what he's up to. But then, in kind of a dumb plan, Constantine had Teresa Donovan snatch little Victoria to make himself look heroic, but I think it's going to do something else also. Patch already suspects Constantine of being a liar. Well, he knows he's a liar, and this kidnapping scheme is just going to seem too convenient. I mean, Constantine is no spring chicken, but after getting cracked in the head with a fireplace poker, then he goes chasing down, what's clearly a more sprightly, younger person, this kidnapped her, and, that smells fishy. How did he bounce back from that head injury and actually chase this person down? This person couldn't have been running very fast or far if Constantine caught up to them. And I think some people are going to figure it out. And then Constantine jumped the gun on Friday and he kissed Maggie. That definitely seems like too much too soon. I'm interested to see on Monday if she politely backs away and says, too soon, this is not okay. Or if she does something more drastic and slaps him. I don't think she would slap him, but I do think she needs to tap the brakes with this guy. So Monday, November 20th, spoilers say that Xander has a big decision to make about the custody suit, and what he's going to decide is to drop the case. He and Sarah get closer very soon. They may even kiss on Monday. I'm not sure if they will or if they'll just almost kiss. And without the court battle distracting them, maybe these two will notice that Constantine is getting way too close to Maggie too soon after Victor's death. With them not focusing on the custody case, this could be very bad for him. And it was his kidnapping plot that did it. So I'm kind of glad the guy messed up. I don't like him. I love the actor, but I really don't like this character at all. He is just a sneaky snake. All right. Our second prediction, Nicole's grief tortures Sloan. So, Sloan keeps regretting her lies and bad deeds. And every time she's ready to confess, Belynda Trask is right there and she keeps talking her buddy out of it. You can't confess, you can't do this, it's better for Eric. She always has some way to convince Sloan to just keep the lies going. And of course, Belynda has now set it up. So Nicole and EJ were told by the sketchy doctor that their baby died. And then Sloan gives Eric good adoption news on Wednesday, the 22nd. Official spoilers say that she has this good news for him. And I suspect that it's going to be, the good news is our baby that we're adopting can come home, on this date, today, tomorrow, whatever, very soon. So then Tuesday, November 21st, spoilers say that Sloan's secret is almost exposed. Almost. It's not going to be exposed, but almost. And they managed to keep it covered up. And then spoilers for Friday, November 24th say that Nicole insists on seeing her baby's body. Oh my gosh. It's just, I'm not looking forward to these scenes. I find this, I've shared with you guys here before that I had a baby loss. And so this storyline really, really bothers me. It's getting to me. I'm watching it because I need to watch it, but it just bothers me. So if you remember the shady doctor that Belynda talked to, he specifically said, what happens if they want to see this baby that has died? And she's basically, her attitude is, just do what I say. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Well, crossing that bridge is going to come Friday the 24th because they are going to have to come up with some sort of baby for her to see, or They're going to have to say the baby was already cremated. I don't even know. This is just awful. So what I picture happening soon is Sloan and Eric will be pushing their new adopted son around Salem Town Square in a stroller, and they're going to run right into Nicole, possibly with EJ. And Nicole is going to be upset because her baby died. She's also going to be upset because she and Eric, they had tried to get pregnant and it didn't work out. And now Eric's finally got a kid and she and EJ are grieving. And I think seeing Nicole's grief and heartbreak is going to torment Sloan, as it should. And I expect that she's going to go to Belynda and say, I can't do this. We have to tell the truth. You know, the same thing she's done before. And I think Belynda's going to have to talk her again out of coming clean. But I think this is going to be a very hard road for Sloan. But her regrets aren't going to matter one bit to Eric once it comes out, because we know he can be very unforgiving when he's angry. Our third prediction for the week is that Chad's sketchy move opens the door for Everett. So last week, if you remember, Chad asked Xander to sell him his half of the Spectator, and Xander saw completely through him and said no. But then Chad called up Gwenny, who is over there trying to get that von Leuschner money, and he convinced her to sell to him. He played the, dead sister card and her daddy issue guilt card, and she sold to him. And then there's this scene in this week's promo that has Chad at the Thanksgiving table at Julie's place. Stephanie's there, Chad, Julie, Everett, they're all at the table. And Chad's making a toast to Everett. And he says, I bought half of the Spectator, and my first action is to fire your ass. And Everett looks shocked. I really suspect that this is one of those fantasy sequence / fake outs that they pull sometimes in promos. This is something that really all the soaps do. And I don't like fake spoilers. I don't like fake scenes in promos. I don't mind if you have flashbacks or daydreams in the show, but I don't think they belong in the spoilers or the promos, because to me, those are information that you're giving your loyal viewers. And when you lie to them, that is not a way to repay loyalty as far as I'm concerned. So I just really don't think Chad's actually going to do this. I think he's going to think about it, but I don't think he's going to do it. And then the reason also I don't think it's going to happen is Thursday, November 23rd, spoilers say that Chad makes Stephanie suspicious, and that could be because he's being so weird at Thanksgiving. And of course, Stephanie is going to find out he bought half of the newspaper, and she's going to be very upset because, this is typical Chad behavior, controlling behavior that she doesn't like. I'm sure he's going to try and lie and say, oh, Gwen asked me to buy it. She needs the money. And, this paper was part of Abby's legacy, so it should go to my kids. He has a good cover story for why he bought it, but the thing is, if he fires Everett, then she knows exactly what he was really up to. So while he can explain what he did, he really can't leverage it if he wants to keep Stephanie in his life. That's the way I see it anyway, because she does not like this jealous and controlling behavior. They just had an argument the other day, and her attitude was basically like, you don't want to get more serious into a relationship with me, and you don't want anybody else that wants to be serious about me around. And she pointed out his hypocrisy. He got mad. He just threw down cash and left, which is a really kind of a jerk move to make. So the big question within this prediction is, will Chad's jealousy cost him Stephanie and open the door for Everett? Because in the new Day of Days promo, there was a scene of Everett and Stephanie on what looked like a date, out dressed up nicely in Horton Town Square. We'll see how it plays out. Drop your comments below whether you agree, disagree, or have a different idea where these storylines are going. I love reading your comments. Please click subscribe if you haven't already, and come back soon, because this is Belynda from Soap Dirt, and I'm here talking soap operas with you guys 7 days a week. Come back soon.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.